Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are safe and sound. In this video, we are going to see the journey of a Madridista in the past 1 year. So without further ado, let's get started. The 2020-21 season began with huge expectations, which was pretty normal for Madridistas. Each year, we are expecting the team to be in contention to win La Liga and the Champions League, and especially after Zinedine Zidane had won us the La Liga trophy, it felt like Real Madrid were returning on the right track. It felt that it could be the season where Real Madrid would build upon the triumph, but it was also the season where we didn't have a single signing. The pandemic ensured that Real Madrid had minimum cash in the coffer to pull off mega deals, and the only thing that we were excited about was the return of Martin Odegaard. He was projected as a signing who was going to establish himself in the starting 11 of Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane had personally requested the youngster to join the Los Blancos for the season, so naturally the expectation was that he would be playing a major role this season. The likes of Valverde, Vinicius, Rodrigo also had the responsibility to provide the youthful energy to the side. The season also began with Eden Hazard seen as a new signing with immense pressure on his shoulders to deliver, because Madridistas barely got a glimpse of Hazard in his first season, and this was the season where we expected that we would get our money's worth. But came the summer, came the winter, came the falls, Hazard stuck to the sidelines. It was another injury-prone season which further diminished the stature of Eden Hazard, with many already trending with the hashtag Hazard out. But coming to the 2021 season, it was the weirdest season a Madridista would ever come across in his lifetime. Never was there a point in the season where we had a full squad at our disposal. The season saw Real Madrid make a very poor start, losses against teams like Cadiz, Deportivo Alaves, Valencia, and Zidane cornered by the press. Many would even suggest that the foundation of Real Madrid's title defense was shaken up by these upsets against mid-table and bottom-table sides. There were also phases where Real Madrid had to face crushing defeats at the hands of Shakhtar Donetsk, both home and away, and there was a very real possibility that Real Madrid would ply their trade in the Europa League. Madrid fans were gripped with the fear of seeing the team play in a competition which Real Madrid never belonged to, and it all came down to the final group stage match of the Champions League. Real Madrid, before the penultimate game of the group, lie in the third position, but Zidane and co came up with a convincing display against the German team to not only go past the group stages, but they also went through as the champions of their group. Then came a phase of calm where Real Madrid got good results against the likes of Atletico Madrid and Sevilla, until Real Madrid again ran into troubled waters. Historic defeats against the likes of Alcoyano went down as a dent in the golden history of Real Madrid. Poor results in the Spanish Super Cup coupled with a defeat against Levante in the league once again saw the team and Zidane stand in the middle of criticism. The media put the team to the sword. At the same time, many Madridistas seemed to be losing the faith in the team overall. The criticism was so severe at times, it saw the calm and the cool head of Zinedine Zidane explode, and he demanded respect and patience. But in the minds of many, there were doubts whether Zidane was the right man to take the team forward. There were reports which suggested that Zidane was at the brink of exit, and the injury woes, the COVID-positive absentees really stretched the squad to the limit. The situation was so bleak at times that Real Madrid had no other option but to call up players from the Castilla team in order to make up the numbers in the squad. We saw the likes of Arribas, Marvin Park-Churst, Antonio Blanco and Miguel coming into the first team and playing a crucial role there, and Real Madrid really saw a resurgence in the second half of the season. The round of 16 and the quarterfinal wins against Atalanta and Liverpool saw the positivity return to the Madrid camp. Real Madrid were also doing a great job in the league as they were slowly and steadily cutting down the 11-point gap between them and the city rivals, which was established when Atletico went on a brilliant run of wins. The gap was cut down little by little, but Real Madrid were also seeing arch rivals Barcelona right at their tail, who also were having a subdued season under a new coach and with inexperienced players. But since the mid-season point, Barcelona had also gone on an unbeaten run, and as the second El Clasico of the season approached near, Real Madrid not only found Atletico holding the advantage, but Barcelona also came into the El Clasico with a 2-point lead over Madrid. So it was absolutely necessary to beat the Catalan Giants in order to stay in quest for the La Liga title, and the 2-1 victory saw Real Madrid retain the bragging rights. This was also the phase of the season where the confidence level of the Madridistas was the highest. The team had done very well getting good results in big matches, and Real Madrid went into the semi-final game against Chelsea with good amount of confidence. However, Lady Luck again crippled Madrid with more injuries, with no Sergio Ramos, Fede Valverde and Ferland Mendy in the first leg. Zinedine Zidane made some tactical tweaks, but unfortunately it didn't pay off. A solitary goal from Benzema ensured Real Madrid went to London with a chance, but Real Madrid could never manage the youthful exuberance displayed by the energetic and the well-organized Chelsea side, thus making Real Madrid bow out of the semi-final stage of the competition. It was a tough pill to swallow because the expectations were raised when Real Madrid had managed to attain good bit of consistency and the UCL title was looking within the reach of Real Madrid. This was also the first time in 3 years that Real Madrid had gone past the round of 16, but in the end it turned out to be too much of an ask to go all the way in the Champions League. In the league as well, although Madrid went on an unbeaten run of 17 games, but during this run, they often used to come up with draws. They had 4 draws in the last 8 matches, and every draw point took Madrid further away from the dream of holding on to the title. However, Atletico as well found themselves in an end-season slump. They regularly dropped points. It seemed like none of the title candidates were winning to win the league, and it all came down to the grand finale on matchday 38. Real Madrid needed Atletico to drop points against Valladolid, but after a dramatic evening when both Real Madrid and Atletico fell behind, both the teams found the character to make a comeback and take all the 3 points, and Madrid came close, but they just fell short of the title. It was a season of joys and sorrows. The season also saw Karim Benzema enhancing his stature in the eyes of Madridistas. He contributed 62% of the total amount of goals scored by Madrid, and the midfield of Kroos, Casemiro and Modric, along with the Belgian wall Thibaut Courtois, played a pivotal role in bringing Madrid close to silverware. And finally, the season ended with the heartbreak exit of Zinedine Zidane, who felt that he didn't enjoy the trust of the club anymore. So that is how the season panned out for Madrid. It was a trophyless season, thus making a bittersweet ending, but it still gave Madridistas plenty to be proud about. Madridistas appreciated the effort that the players had put in, and now we look forward to the summer transfer window with hopeful eyes and with the desire of seeing a new era dawn upon Madrid.